Death penalty is a government-sanctioned practice where a person is killed by the state as a punishment for a capital offense. Execution of persons on death row is commonly done by either beheading, hanging, or administering a lethal injection. There are about 28 offenses that attract death penalty. In Uganda, President Museveni last signed the death warrant in 1999 to execute 28 convicts, while execution under military law was last carried out in 2002. 13 years since the last execution, the president has shown intentions to execute prisoners on death row due to the escalating levels of crime in the country.
Being too lenient is also becoming a problem. Well, the criminals think that they have a right to kill people and then just keep their own heads. So I think I'm going to revise a bit, because we must hang some of these people. If you see the way they kill people, they need a lesson.
Civil society organizations, however, protest the move. During the commemoration of the World Day Against the Death Penalty held on 10th October 2018 at the Foundation for Human Rights Initiative, human rights activists renewed calls for the abolition of death penalty.
The primary responsibility of a state is to protect people and their property, the citizens and their property. So when the state turns against them and carries out executions in the name of fighting crime, I think it's also committing another crime.
Uganda is among the 38 African countries that still carry out capital punishments. Speaking at the human rights offices, the head of the European Union delegation, Attilio Pacific, urged government to review its means of punishment.
While we repeat that no one needs or deserves to be executed, we want to point out that this situation would not have been possible without the landmark judgment of the Susan Chigula case in 2009, and without the support, I must say, to the case provided by the European Union.
The 16th World Day Against the Death Penalty was held under the theme, Living Conditions on Death Row. In 1982, Edward Mpaji was sentenced to death for murdering George William Wadiaka, their neighbor in Masaka district. He narrates how it feels like having a brush with death.
Ninga buli wagenda ngokutana amanya nti zeki kwanza bona nze nalionaso kuba mu appeal ninga abantu bagenda ngokufeeri ngomuntu agenda agampa jinfude nenfiridde ki bwe.
After a prerogative of Mercy Committee concluded its inquiry into the case, Mpaji was released after 18 years on death row.
Kinana munana ne bagenda yowafu okubuuza bagenda ne bababuuza omuntu gwe bayita gundi agitugenda mutta nimugamba ki ngatya omugera muto olw'omusango gundi omusango ogwo bagumwabira mu bukyamu omuligo bagamba gwe yadda kyali banta ku makya zalinga ssaawa nga 3 nenafuluma ssaawa nga 12 nawulira essanyu wanamanya nti nkoze eki tebakyanzise.
Former death row inmates share their experience.
A lot of people want the death penalty. It's purely a matter of revenge. And revenge is never, ever, ever the answer. It's never the answer.
It is rare for a prisoner to prove his or her innocence because you have no means. When you appear in court, they ask you who can testify in your favor. In most cases, even our own relatives fear to come to court because they know that when I go there, they arrest me and add me on the case.
FHRI, in partnership with the European Union and the Embassy of France, believe death penalty is not a solution and therefore advocates for its abolition.
What's the difference between a murderer and a state that murders and the predetermined outcome is orchestrated death? When someone robbed, do we enact robbery against the robber as a form of punishment? Of course not. When someone raped, do we rape the rapist to show that raping is wrong? But why? When someone killed, and we say life is the most sacred thing, we kill to prove that killing is wrong. I say to you, don't kill for me.
If Rwanda did it, if Burundi did it, why not Uganda? That's the question we ask. Why not Uganda? Can't Uganda also set an example for that? So